It's a dream I've held so tight under the garden's softest light. Stay like a leaf upon the tree. Gently you come to sit by me. Small, such a small and tender sound. Floral scents rising from the ground. Wait, let the morning dew remain, washing away the winter rain. Golden sunbeams dancing on the floor. Greenish shadows knocking at my door. In this blooming season of the heart, never let this magic fall apart. Soft as the velvet of the rose, watching the way the river flows. Light in the sparkle of your eyes, under the clear and azure skies. Pure like a secret kept so well, more than a story I can tell. Hush, let the silence be our song. This is where we both belong. Golden sunbeams dancing on the floor. Greenish shadows knocking at my door. In this blooming season of the heart, never let this magic fall apart. The garden came alive while we were still asleep. By morning it had changed into something fresh and new. You noticed it before me. You always notice first the little transformations that happen while we rest. A tendril on the fence, a blossom on the vine, the kind of quiet growing that happens all the time. We stood there in our robes and didn't say too much, just looked at what had happened overnight without a fuss. Slow green morning spreading out before us. Everything is stretching toward the warming light. Slow green morning, softer than a whisper. You reach across and take my hand, and everything feels right. the river to the sea. Secrets are whispered by the tree. Live every moment like a spark, finding the light within the dark. Start with a simple hello now, under the blossom cherry bough. Wait for the miracle to grow inside the garden that we know. Pinkish colors painting every lane. Birds are singing through the gentle rain. In this metaphor of spring we find solace for a weary searching mind. High where the swallows dare to fly, painting a rainbow in the sky. Warm is the earth beneath our feet, making the journey feel complete. Grace in the movement of the wind, leaving the frozen past behind. Dear, it's a rhythm new and strange, welcome in every little change. Pinkish colors painting every lane. Birds are singing through the gentle rain. In this metaphor of spring we find solace for a weary searching mind. Look at the sky so crystal blue. Clouds are all fading out of view. Feel how the warmth begins to spread, just like the words we haven't said. Near in the humming of the bees, chasing the spirit of the breeze. Smile for the joy is standing still over the valley and the hill. Yellow petals floating in the air. Butterfly is landing in your hair. In this transparent noon of our love, blessings falling down from up above. dreams are the only things we take. Yellow petals floating in the air. Butterfly is landing in your hair. In this transparent noon of our love, blessings falling down from up above. The air has changed a bit, a softness in the breeze, the kind that finds you first before you know it's there. You walked into the room and something shifted slow, the way a window opens on the very first warm day. I hadn't planned on this quiet falling thing, like watching frost dissolve beneath an easy sun. And now I catch myself just smiling at the floor, the way I used to do when I was young and sure. The first warm thing I felt was not the changing sky. It wasn't in the air, it was the way you smiled. The first warm thing I knew crept in without a sound, and by the time I noticed, I was already found. I left my shoes behind and walked out to the yard. The ground was soft and cool beneath the open sky. You called me from the porch and waved a lazy hand. I didn't need a reason, just followed where you stood. The trees were barely green, just hinting at the warmth, the kind of tender color you only see in spring. And you were standing there in that unhurried way, like someone who has nowhere more important to be. Barefoot on the grass with nowhere else to go, started with a look across a sunlit room, the kind you can't quite name but feel behind your chest. The season had just turned and everything felt right. The windows all flung open to let the new air in. You handed me a cup and our fingers brushed a small and careless moment that I keep coming back to. The afternoon hummed soft like bees above a field, that lazy golden field of everything in bloom. Something like honey settled in my chest, a sweetness I can't measure or put away to rest. Something like honey, warm and slow and true. I didn't go out looking, but I found it there in you. A spot outside when morning hits the wall and turns it into gold before the rest wakes up. I used to go alone and sit there with my thoughts, but now I save that corner for the two of us to share. You bring the coffee out and hand me mine without me asking or explaining. You just somehow always know. The sparrows find their branch and start their little songs, and we just sit in that and let the morning run. Where the light lands first is where I want to be, with nothing on the schedule and you right next to me. Where the light lands first, the day is still unhurried and everything is simple and quiet and unhurried. The sky was paper white when I first saw your face, a pale and open canvas with nothing in the way. You sat beside the window and read without a sound, the kind of quiet person who doesn't need to fill it. Outside the branches thin and let the brightness through, that early season color of paper white and blue. I watch the pages turn could have taken the short road, but you suggested otherwise. A detour through the older streets where all the linden trees are lined. I didn't argue much, I rarely do with you. When you suggest a longer way, there's always something there. And sure enough, we found a little market stall with jars of something amber and bread that smelled of grain. We bought a little of each and sat down on a step. Two strangers in a neighborhood with all the time to spare. The long way around is always worth the taking when you're the one beside me, reading every sign. The long way around has given me the mornings I keep returning to when ordinary life feels thin. You made the drinks too strong and laughed about it after we poured them out and started the whole thing over again. The kitchen smelled of mint and something slightly sweet. The radio was playing something we both half knew. We hummed along in pieces, getting most of it wrong, and didn't bother fixing any part of it at all. The window let a stripe of afternoon come through. It landed on the table right between our cups. Mint and afternoon and everything unhurried, the kind of day that asks for nothing more than this. Mint and afternoon and you across the table, laughing at the small things that no one else would keep. Time of day between the cool and warm, when everything is balanced and the air is almost still. I find you in that hour before the heat arrives. You're already outside with your face turned to the sky. Jacket out in case the breeze picks up. You take it without looking, like you knew that I would come. they're busiest in that in-between light, and we just stand and listen to them sort the morning out. Before the heat arrives, the world is at its clearest, and you are at your softest in that gentle in-between. Before the heat arrives, I wanna stay here longer, with you still slightly sleepy, and the day still fresh and clean. Came home to the smell of something green and light. You left a window open just a few inches wide. The curtain moved in waves like something breathing slow, and on the sill a sparrow sat and then flew off. I set my things all down and didn't rush to close it. I stood there in the hallway, taking in the air. The narrow gap of outside was enough to change the room, to make it feel inhabited by something more than us. A window left ajar is how you let the world in, just enough to feel it without losing what we have. A window left ajar is how I think of loving, not all the way thrown open, but never fully closed. It rained the afternoon. We walked through the old quarter, the kind of rain that hesitates before it makes its mind up. We ducked into a shop that sold things made of linen, and stood among the folded cloth until the shower passed. You held a piece of pale blue up and asked me what I thought. I said it looked like morning, and you put it in your basket. The rain had stopped by then, but neither of us rushed. We took the slow way back along the dampened stones, dry goods and soft rain, and you beside me browsing. The afternoon unhurried, neither of us counting. Dry goods and soft rain, the smallest kind of story that somehow keeps on living long after it has ended. The tree outside my door is not quite green yet fully, but something in its branches says it's heading there. I feel a little like that tree, not quite arrived, but close. Something in me reaching toward a warmer place. And then you text me something small and without weight, a question about dinner or a song you heard today. And just like that, the reaching feels a little less like waiting for a season and more like being in one. Not quite ready yet, but closer than I was. The way the light is longer than it was last week. Not quite ready yet, but leaning toward the warm. And every time you're near me, I lean a little more. You didn't make a fuss about the plans we changed. Just said okay and settled back into the couch. Outside the afternoon went golden without warning. That sudden shift of color that happens in the spring. I made us something simple, and we ate without the table. Just plates upon our laps and something on the screen. But neither of us watched it, we just let it run. And talked about the nothing that fills a quiet life. The softest kind of staying is when no one has to try. When being in one room together needs no reason and no why. The softest kind of staying is what I want the most. Not grand or full of gesture, just ordinary and close. Dream, it's a dream I've held so tight. Under the garden's softest light. Stay like a leaf upon the tree. Gently you come to sit by me. Small, such a small and tender sound. Floral scents rising from the ground. Wait, let the morning dew remain, washing away the winter rain. Golden sunbeams dancing on the floor. secret kept so well, more than a story I can tell. Hush, let the silence be our song. This is where we both belong. Golden sunbeams dancing on the floor, greenish shadows knocking at my door. In this blooming season of the heart, never let this magic fall apart. The garden came alive while we were still asleep. By morning it had changed into something fresh and new. You noticed it before me. You always notice first the little transformations that happen while we rest. A tendril on the fence, a blossom on the vine, the kind of quiet growing that happens all the time. We stood there in our robes and didn't say too much, just looked at what had happened overnight without a fuss. Slow green morning spreading out before us. Everything is stretching toward the warming light. Slow green morning, softer than a whisper. You reach across and take my hand, and everything feels right. Flow with the river to the sea. Secrets are whispered by the tree. Live every moment like a spark, finding the light within the dark. Start with a simple hello now, under the blossom cherry bough. Wait for the miracle to grow inside the garden that we know. Pinkish colors painting every lane, birds are singing through the gentle rain. In this metaphor of spring we find solace for a weary searching mind. High where the swallows dare to fly, painting a rainbow in the sky. Warm is the earth beneath the sky so crystal blue. Clouds are all fading out of view. Feel how the warmth begins to spread, just like the words we haven't said. Near in the humming of the bees, chasing the spirit of the breeze. Smile for the joy is standing still over the valley and the hill. Yellow petals floating in the air. Butterfly is landing in your hair. In this transparent noon of our love, blessings falling down from above. Breath taken in the lilac air. Nothing but beauty everywhere. Peace in the shadow of the pine, knowing that you are truly mine. Sweet is the nectar of the day, leading our restless hearts away. Calm like a mirror on the lake. Dreams are the only things we take. Yellow petals floating in the air. Butterfly is landing in your hair. In this transparent noon of our love, blessings falling down from above. The air has changed a bit, a softness in the breeze, the kind that finds you first before you know it's there. You walked into the room and something shifted slow, the way a window opens on the very first warm day. I hadn't planned on this quiet falling thing, like watching frost dissolve beneath an easy sun. And now I catch myself just smiling at the floor, the way I used to do when I was young and sure. The first warm thing I felt was not the changing sky. behind and walked out to the yard. The ground was soft and cool beneath the open sky. You called me from the porch and waved a lazy hand. I didn't need a reason, just followed where you stood. The trees were barely green, just hinting at the warmth, the kind of tender color you only see in spring. And you were standing there in that unhurried way, like someone who has nowhere more important to be. Barefoot on the grass with nowhere else to go, just you and me and morning and everything we know. Barefoot on the grass, the simplest kind of day, the kind that slips right through you and never fades away. It started with a look across a sunlit room, the kind you can't quite name but feel behind your chest. The season had just turned and everything felt right. The windows all flung open to let the new air in. You handed me a cup and our fingers brushed a small and careless moment that I keep coming back to. The afternoon hummed soft like bees above a field, the lazy golden field of everything in bloom. Something like honey settled in my chest, a sweetness I can't measure or put away to rest. Something like honey, warm and slow and true. I didn't go out looking, but I found it there in you. A spot outside where morning hits the wall and turns it into gold before the rest wakes up. I used to go alone and sit there with my thoughts, but now I save that corner for the two of us to share. You bring the coffee out and sky was paper white when I first saw your face, a pale and open canvas with nothing in the way. You sat beside the window and read without a sound, the kind of quiet person who doesn't need to fill it. Outside the branches thin and let the brightness through, that early season color of paper white and blue. I watched the pages turn and didn't say a word. Some moments ask for silence, and this was one of those, paper white and blue. The morning held us gently, like something newly opened, still finding what it is, paper white and blue. The softest kind of feeling, not loud and not demanding, just present and just real. Could have taken the short road, but you suggested otherwise. A detour through the older streets where all the linden trees are lined. I didn't argue much, I rarely do with you. When you suggest a longer way, there's always something there. And sure enough, we found a little market stall with jars of something amber and bread that smelled of grain. We bought a little of each and sat down on a step, two strangers in a neighborhood with all the time to spare. The long way around is always worth the taking when you're the one beside me, reading every sign. The long way around has given me the mornings I keep returning to when ordinary life feels thin. You made the drinks too strong and laughed about it after we poured them out and started the whole thing over again. The kitchen smelled of mint and something slightly sweet. The radio was playing something we both half knew. We hummed along in pieces, getting most of it wrong, and didn't bother fixing any part of it at all. The window let a stripe of afternoon come through. It landed on the table right between our cups. Mint and afternoon and everything unhurried, the kind of day that asks for nothing more than this. Mint an afternoon and you across the table, laughing at the small things that no one else would keep. Jacket out in case the breeze picks up. You take it without looking, like you knew that I would come. The birds are at their busiest in that in-between light, and we just stand and listen to them sort the morning out. Before the heat arrives, the world is at its clearest, and you are at your softest in that gentle in-between. Before the heat arrives, I wanna stay here longer, with you still slightly sleepy, and the day still fresh and clean. To the smell of something green and light. You left a window open just a few inches wide. The curtain moved in waves like something breathing slow, and on the sill a sparrow sat and then flew off. I set my things all down and didn't rush to close it. I stood there in the hallway, taking in the air. The narrow gap of outside was enough to change the room, to make it feel inhabited by something more than us. A window left ajar is how you let the world in, just enough to feel it without losing what we have. A window left ajar is how I think of loving, not all the way thrown open, but never fully closed. hesitates before it makes its mind up. We ducked into a shop that sold things made of linen and stood among the folded cloth until the shower passed. You held a piece of pale blue up and asked me what I thought. I said it looked like morning and you put it in your basket. The rain had stopped by then, but neither of us rushed. We took the slow way back along the dampened stones, dry goods and soft rain, and you beside me browsing the afternoon unhurried. Neither of us counting dry goods and soft rain, the smallest kind of story that somehow keeps on living long after it has ended. The tree outside my door is not quite green yet fully, but something in its branches says it's heading there. I feel a little like that tree, not quite arrived, but close. Something in me reaching toward a warmer place. And then you text me something small and without weight, a question about dinner or a song you heard today. And just like that, the reaching feels a little less like waiting for a season and more like being in one. Not quite ready yet, but closer than I was. The way the light is longer than it was last week. Not quite ready yet, but leaning toward the warmth. And every time you're near me, I lean a little more. You didn't make a fuss about the plans we changed. Just said okay and settled back into the couch. Outside the afternoon went golden without warning. That sudden shift of color that happens in the spring. I made us something simple, and we ate without the table, just plates upon our laps and something the quiet life.